Now, what's happening is when Antonio goes through on goal, he's not thinking chip it, place it, dink it. He's thinking David Moyes' contract, David Moyes' contract. And that's why he's sticking it over the bar. Hello and welcome to a festive Yahoo Football Weekly with me, Yahoo columnist Neil Humphreys and Santa.
Yahoo editor Keong. All right, it's almost Christmas already.
It's a festive special for this one. We're dressing up just for you because you've been such wonderful, good boys and girls this year, sending in lots of comments every week, which we appreciate.
Oh, absolutely. It's like the gift to us.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. So to celebrate that, we're doing a festive special this week. We are going to give gifts to you, your football clubs, the big boys of the English Premier League.
We are the Santa Clauses.
We are the Santa Clauses. Right, so we're going to kick things off. We're going to look at the big boys. We're going to kick off with your boys, Liverpool.
Liverpool.
What's your gift for Liverpool?
Well, the most obvious gift for me will be spectacles for Darwin Núñez. So that any or LASIK surgery or whatever things that could make his aim better.
Yeah.
But I also want one thing for Jurgen Klopp.
Okay.
Just a nice health spa package for him. Whenever Liverpool play a Saturday early morning kickoff, and then every time he gets worked up over that, and then he gets antsy, he gets like snipey over there, and then he gets like, and then people criticize him for being a sore loser or whatever.
12:30
kickoff. Give him a nice spa package.
Yeah.
Ask him go and relax.
Perfect.
Come back. Fine.
I like it.
What about you?
Liverpool. Okay, my gift for Liverpool, I've got two. The first one, I agree with you. Just for Christmas, give Darwin Núñez a hat-trick. Give the boy a hat-trick because unlike other strikers, he is impossible to dislike.
Yeah.
It's like trying to shoot Bambi when you criticise Darwin Núñez. You can't do it. He's too sweet. He's too cute. Give him a hat-trick for Christmas. Darwin Núñez is for life, not just for Christmas. All right, remember that. And the other one I want, right? My gift to all Liverpool players would be a Scouse accent. Do you remember in the good old days, the foreign players at Liverpool, like Jan Molby and the others, they always have a really strong Scouse accent. And I was reminded of this week. You probably saw the Jaap Stam interview with on the Overlap.
Overlap, yes.
Right.
No, I think it's
what's that one? Sticks to football.
Yeah.
Jaap Stam still has a slight weird Mancunian Dutch accent. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has it as well.
Yeah.
The only one who comes close is Virgil van Dijk. He has a little bit in his accent.
Okay.
So what I want for Christmas, I want every Liverpool player, foreign Liverpool player, to be given a Scouse accent. I want Mo Salah to get like fouled in the box.
If you weird like Alex McAllister, a bloody South American gets a Scouse accent.
I want Mo Salah to come out and go, he's done me there, soft lad. He's done me there, soft lad. That's what I want. I want Mo Salah to have a Scouse accent for Christmas.
All of us like, what is that?
He's done me there, soft lad. Right, next one. Arsenal. What are you giving Arsenal for Christmas?
Like a 6-month loan for Manuel Neuer or Robert Lewandowski just to solve their striker and goalkeeper problems.
Couldn't agree more. And I'll tell you why, that's my one. Give them a striker for Christmas, but not for the reason you say.
No.
If I hear one more commentator or pundit or podcaster, including us, say the same thing, Gary Neville. This is what Gary Neville will say every single week until January. He'll say, at this moment in time, Arsenal need a striker. That's all they ever say. At this moment in time, Arsenal need a striker. Then you'll turn channels and there'll be Alan Shearer. There we are. They need a striker. You know, they need a striker.
They need a striker right now.
Hey, lad, everybody, that's all they ever say. At this moment in time, Arsenal need a striker. So for the sake of Gary Neville, can you please give Arsenal a striker for Christmas?
Robert Lewandowski is enough. Or if you want Cristiano Ronaldo, just maybe not Harry Kane because obviously.
Give Arsenal Wild Weghorst. I don't care. Just stop pundit saying, at this moment in time, Arsenal need a striker. Right, we know they do. Move on. Right, Aston Villa. What are you giving Aston Villa?
Well, Aston Villa, you know the Man in Black, the Will Smith got that shiny flashing thing, neuralizer. Give him give everybody a neuralizer so they can erase Unai Emery's stint with Arsenal. Just remember him for the good things, how good a coach he is, and then not like, oh, but that Arsenal time he was like pretty crap. That is circumstances beyond him, and then that's why he wasn't able to do what he can do. Now with Aston Villa, well, he's doing what he should be doing.
Love it.
Yeah. Another thing is maybe a new social media team for us, Aston Villa, just to make sure that everyone knows how good the team is.
Yeah.
Now it's still flying under the radar.
Correct.
Like, not sure how they're playing. I hope there's a social media team who a new social media team who really brings it out in social media.
Like their keeper, is it Martinez?
Emi Martinez.
Emi Martinez. He is proper old school shithousery, right?
Yes.
He comes out in an interview. Yes, we can win the title. Yeah. Yes, we can.
He's the best.
That's what you want. I love him. I like that. I don't want one game at a time. Take each game as it comes. His cliches are us. Complete opposite with him. Can I win the title?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Can Villa do it? Yes.
Can I save the penalty? Of course.
Absolutely. So my gift to them, to Aston Villa for Christmas would be a DVD, Leicester City 2016. Let them believe, because a semi-serious point, there are similarities between now and 2016. And it's not just Leicester and Aston Villa, it's everybody else. The reason Leicester City won the title, their magnificent achievement aside, everybody else was going through a state of flux. It's happening now. Manchester City dropped points again against Crystal Palace, lost to Villa, of course. They've dropped points all over the place. Liverpool are good, but the defence is shaky. Arsenal lost to Villa. Chelsea are nowhere. Man U are nowhere. So there are real echoes of 2016. Can be done.
Yeah, I think it's a good time. It's a good chance for everybody to push on, and then I think that's where Aston Villa should be.
Brilliant. Yeah. So Aston Villa, 2016 DVD of Leicester City.
Just keep watching it.
Keep watching it. Win the title. Then bring in, what's his name? Botticelli. I forgot his name.
Botticelli.
Yeah, bring him in. Sing Nessun Dorma. Bring Claudio Ranieri just to stand next to, Unai Emery. Both cry. Both say good evening. And it'll be absolutely perfect.
Still going on with good evening.
Good evening. Oh, he's funny though. Yeah. All right. Manchester City. I'll go first. This is easy. My present for Manchester City for Christmas is the world's smallest violin. I've given you the world's smallest violin because we're supposed to feel sorry for you at the moment. You drop points again against Crystal Palace when you've got £200 million worth of midfield talent alone sitting on the bench. And the best part about it is Pep Guardiola is back into head rubbing mode. Once he starts rubbing his head, it's all over.
Once he scratches his head, holds his hand in his head.
Right? Even in the interviews. I just saw the interview after the Palace game. He's doing this and he's doing that. And once he's doing that, Pep Guardiola
is losing it.
Is losing it. And there's nothing better in English football
than Pep Guardiola losing it.
Than Pep losing it. Absolutely right. What have you got?
Okay, mine is, just have a lot of video cameras, give to Manchester City, and just tell them focus on Erling Haaland's facial expression. So that, they can get memes like that one. He was like, what? to the referee, what? That is like a classic meme right there. Everybody was like going on that facial expression. He's actually got a very malleable kind of face, got all sorts of expression can contort. Just keep focusing on him and then get enough memes online, at least make Man City a bit more enjoyable.
Love it. Love it. So keep going, Manchester City. We're playing the world's saddest song just for you.
Drop 2 points,
Right, but Tottenham, I'm going to go the complete opposite.
What?
For Tottenham, for Christmas, I'm going to give them a big, huge bowl of stubbornness. I don't want them to change. I want Big Ange Postecoglou to come out in every press conference and say, "Nah, mate, this is how we play. We're not changing. We're going to attack. We score 5. We concede 5. We don't care. We drop 10. Never mind. Son Heung-min, go up there, score 10. No problem." Big dose of stubbornness for Tottenham. Do not change anything that you're doing at the moment.
Fine. But there's one thing.
Go on.
The discipline record is not very good.
It's terrible.
4 red cards and 44 yellow cards really is by far the top of the disciplinary table league.
Yeah.
Or top or bottom, whatever you say, that's the most. So I'm going to give them, together with your ball of stubbornness, some chill pills. Take it easy. take it easy when you're tackling other your opponents, please. If you keep getting red cards, yellow cards, the thing will come back. You're not a very deep squad. It's gonna come back and bite you later down the season. So chill, please chill.
Chill pills and stubbornness for Tottenham. I like it. All right, we've got to get to some of your favourite struggling team at the moment, Manchester United. Ooh. What do you want to give Manchester United for the holiday season?
Self-help motivational books. Just how to survive in a toxic workplace, how to regain your mojo or whatever. Yep. Because apparently managers don't work for them.
Yep.
Yeah, every kind of manager comes in, try to motivate them. I think after one season they fail. So just give them self-help books. That's enough.
Now I'm going to be kind because Manchester United, a lot of stick, a lot of criticism. So I'm going to be very empathetic to Manchester United supporters. I know how you feel. So for the holidays, for Manchester United supporters, I will gift them a map of Europe they don't forget where it is. Now, no longer a part of it. Just so you forget, there is this place called Europe. You might not see it for a while.
Nostalgia.
Nostalgia. So we'll give you a nice map of Europe so you remember.
That's so sweet.
Very sweet. And go to one step further. I'm going to give you the Bruce Director's umbrella because of all those leaks they've got in Old Trafford. So when Liverpool opens up their new stand, you're opening up the new stand, the Anfield stand, they've still got leaks at Manchester United. So umbrellas and a map of Europe.
Wow.
Anything else?
Wonderful. I mean, do you have any other Chelsea or whoever? No.
I got a serious one. West Ham United.
Oh, dear.
West Ham United are in a period of transition at the moment. Real crisis.
Why?
It's all about David Moyes' contract.
Oh, no.
It's in the news today, my friend. Apparently, according to David Moyes, the reason that Antonio cannot hit water when he falls out of a boat is not because of form. It's not because of training. The reason they're losing 5-0 to Fulham is not because of tactics or formations or personnel or transfers. It's because David Moyes hasn't signed a new contract.
Oh, dear.
According to David Moyes. So give them a David Moyes signed contract for Christmas. Because now what's happening is when Antonio goes through on goal, he's not thinking chip it, place it, dink it. He's thinking David Moyes' contract, David Moyes' contract. And that's why he's sticking it over the bar, according to David Moyes. So give the man a contract, please, and then he's got no more excuses.
What psychology it is, man.
I've heard some crap from managers in my time. But apparently, West Ham are losing games because mind games, it's all about Moyes' contract.
Right.
Absolute rubbish. Anything else on your side?
This is just like a mini rant. A bag of coals for Joey Barton.
Oh, yes.
That guy is just getting on my nerves with all his belittling of the women's commentators and the women footballers. I mean, it's just so backwards. I mean, I wouldn't want to tell you what he said. You can Google it and something like that. Yeah. But whatever he said makes me feel very. I'm just so. If there's one person which I don't want to have a good Christmas, it's Joey Barton.
That's a great one.
Yeah,
that's a great one.
Yeah.
But I've not even shown my daughter, who loves the game now, his comments because I don't even want to entertain garbage,
revolting. Yeah,
garbage.
Yeah.
My funny thing about Joey Barton. So Joey Barton said, yes, the women play good football, very patronisingly. Yes, the men play good football, but they are completely different sports. That's like saying, yes, Joe Barton was a good midfielder, and yes, Roy Keane was a good midfielder. But the difference between the two is an absolute chasm, right? Yeah. It works both ways, Joey. It works both ways. But what do you guys think? What gifts would you like to give your favourite footballers, teams, or the teams you love to hate? The funnier, the sillier, the better. We want them all. Send all of your gift suggestions to
Yahoo Southeast Asia on YouTube, Yahoo SG, Yahoo_MY on Twitter, Yahoo SEA on TikTok.
That's right. Now, as you know, there'll be games every 2 days, every day coming up in the next week or so. We can't possibly keep up with all. But as Keong correctly pointed out, there are 2 key games that I think are going to have a bearing on the title race. First one, Liverpool, Arsenal at Anfield.
It could very well be another top of the table clash.
Correct. How's it going to go for you?
This is going to be a tough one, but it's at Anfield, I think. Yep. So I'm a bit more confident because Anfield is a fortress right now, but it's going to be a tough battle. And if And, Arsenal, they got a bunch of very good attacking players. And if our defense don't hold up, we don't stop them in defensive midfield, we're going to have a lot of trouble with them.
You're not listening to the top pundits, are you?
Oh, no, they don't have a striker. No, at this moment
in
they
time,
don't have a striker.
Arsenal need a striker.
Right, okay. What am I thinking?
For that reason, I don't think it's going to be close because Liverpool's major weakness is defence. Arsenal's major weakness is attack. I think Liverpool win this 1 or 2-0. But as always, let us know what you think. The other big game, for lots of reasons, Manchester United at home, leaky roof and all against Aston Villa. What do you think?
This is going to be a cracker of a game.
Great game.
And I'm not even sure Eric Ten Hag is going to be around by then. From the looks of it, there's a lot of rumors swirling around. I hope he stays. I hope he's still around. And I do hope that, they give a good shout with Aston Villa. They give a good account of themselves with Aston Villa. At least in front of their own fans during festive season. Give them something to be happy about.
Yeah.
But Aston Villa are gonna be super tough to play against. And I mean I could see like Aston Villa nicking it 1-0.
Same.
But I hope for Manchester United fans 1-1.
I would like to see a good game, yes, but I think the internal revolt has started again within the dressing room. They're not playing anymore for the managers. The cliques are formed.
Yeah,
I love the collective spirit they've got at Villa. I love McGinn on the flank. Ollie Watkins is in England form. I think Villa win.
Form.
I think Villa win 1-0, maybe even 2-0. I can't see it. But let us know, as always, what you think. And because
you keep on giving us what you think.
Absolutely. We're going to move on, as we always do, to Singapore football now, because that's where you always send your comments. Let's kick things off.
Yeah. Thanks for keep giving us. And this week, there's some good comments.
Very good.
So there's this, the Shino boy who said, I have no idea how any new Singapore Premier League club could survive without any tote board funding. Even with tote board funding, many clubs have fallen sideways in the history of the Singapore Premier League. But I like the idea of trying to privatize the SPL clubs. The salaries that can be offered to good players is drastically different between Lion City Sailors, our lone privatized club, and other teams. Even when Tampines was half privatized with Komoko Motors, do you still remember they were able to get Jermaine Pennant or Liverpool?
Well, half of Jermaine Pennant. I think he only played on one leg.
Yeah, 1/5 of Jermaine Pennant. If there's a political will, get the GRCs to adopt some teams, cultivate some grassroots support like the old days of the S League. There's real rivalry then. Now with so many teams sharing stadiums, there's hardly any rivalry. Yeah. So that brought a reply from Wenlong82. He said, to be realistic, how many of the clubs outside of the SPL Premier have deep pockets of finances to survive anything without the top board funding? Any normal business entity will look at what is in for them, rate of returns.
Return of investment.
Return of investments. If the ROI is indeed there, where's the likes of GLCs and rich folks like Peter Lim? But of good point, yes, those are good points, and I don't deny that if you want to start a new club, Singapore Premier League club, is not easy. It's definitely not easy. But also don't be so pessimistic, lah. I mean, there are teams who are willing to give it a go. Let them have a go, and it's not say that it's definitely going to fail. I think if you do proper scouting, proper player purchases, prudent finances, maybe get some good grassroots things going, there's every chance of you slowly building up a very decent club which can survive in the current financial climate.
Could not agree more. Yeah. Could not agree more, my friend.
But you have to try.
Of course. Yeah. And this comes back to the point we made several weeks ago. Then we were talking about playing in the Singapore Premier League. Now we're talking about owning in the Singapore Premier League. But it's the same thing. When it comes to Singapore football, it always comes back to money. Yeah. And again, I've got to bring up this myth, this idea that in English football, everyone who buys a football club is super rich, looking to make super amounts of money. It's not true. Nope. If you go back through the history of English football, yes, there was ego. Yes, there was prestige. owners wanted a seat on the board, but most of the time they genuinely felt like it was community service. A successful business leader, community leader, put his money back into West Ham or Arsenal or Manchester United or Liverpool or Everton. If you go through the history of the big clubs, it's always been that way.
It all starts over that way.
And people in modern times remember Jack Walker as being the first of these modern owners. Actually, he wasn't. He was the last. The self-made millionaire businessman who puts back into his local community was what built and made English football what it is today.
Absolutely.
So it's a myth. It's an absolute myth that people bought English clubs to make loads of money. They didn't. And it should be the same principles applied in Singapore. Apparently, we've got loads of multimillionaires in Singapore falling out of Lexuses and Mercedes every 5 minutes. Why can't one or two fall into a Singapore Premier League club?
Exactly. Let them have a go. Let them have a go at forming a club and running it. If they can run it as well as JDT, have good scouting, good players, good coaches, getting the right people to run, they can absolutely have a go at the Singapore League title. It's not a very high bar to go.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Which is a beautiful segue.
Exactly.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. He's getting good. He's getting good.
Yeah. The next comment. We got some fans from Malaysia. They were watching our
Good to have you on board.
So Muhammad Sharizal Halil 6471. As a JDT fan, I agree with you that we can't be blamed for dominating our local league for the past decade. It's all about the club owners' decision-making and passion. TMJ, Crown Prince of Johor, said in his interview with Astro Arena, you can have as many resources as you can, but if you don't know how to allocate them precisely, it's all useless.
Yeah.
Fun fact here, TMJ always plans ahead of his competitors. For example, he has already planned for 2002, 2003, 2024 seasons since 2020. The simple rule is if you can't afford to buy players you want, don't force yourself into it. Don't copy other clubs just because you want to be like them. Mind your financial stability. Okay, this the background is there are a lot of clubs in the Malaysia Super League which are undergoing financial troubles because they've been because in their bid to outspend and outdo JDT, they've forgotten about their finances. So they haven't been paying their players for a while. So much more so that FAM, Football Association of Malaysia, has been wanting to set up a financial cap, salary cap, so that those clubs don't overspend. So this is the background thing. So another fan, Nakane 4578, Nazakane 4578 said, as a Selangor fan, I hate JDT for being the Bayern Munich of Malaysia, getting the best players from local and abroad with a lot of money. But at the same time, I can't blame them. Sure, JDT have lots of money, but they also know how to use it. I can't say about my team Selangor. I mean, we can't even maintain our Shah Alam Stadium.
Very true.
Very true.
These are fantastic comments from our Malaysian fans. Thank you. And do keep sending your comments in from Malaysia every week. I actually agree with both of them. I say this as a kid who grew up not supporting Manchester United or Liverpool in the UK, but there's no getting away from the fact that the sustained success of Manchester United and Liverpool across decades made English football what it is today. Yeah. And looking from the outside, Malaysian football and regional football needs JDT to do well. Yep. They do. And Singapore needs Lion City Sailors to do well. Yep. From our perspective, it's the whole beggars can't be choosers thing. Any team at this point that does well will happily applaud because any team that puts us on the map is a good thing.
Yes.
JDT is putting Southeast Asian football on the map. They have to be applauded by everybody in Southeast Asia.
Absolutely. I just hope that's really another team that really comes and competes with them. But at the same time, you can't say they are bad for the
no. Yeah. And I agree with the Crown Prince's point. Look at the English Premier League right now. One word, Chelsea. It's not just about having money. You do have to deploy your resources well.
Yeah.
For every Manchester City, there is a Chelsea, there is a Leeds United going further back, there was a Derby County going further back, there is a Portsmouth, there is a Reading. There are so many clubs that boom and bust, overspent, spent poorly, managed unsuccessfully, and almost went out of business. Money is not enough. You've got to deploy the resources well. And you've got to praise JDT for doing a good job.
And we hope soon we can praise Lion City Sailors.
Of course.
Or even Albirex Niigata for that matter. Both are right on the cusp of being really well-known regional teams. So good luck to them.
And the last point on that is, if a JDT or an LCS does well, as I say many times on this show, private investors sit up and go, it can be done.
Yeah.
There's a pathway.
There comes a sponsorship.
We need a pathway. All right. Do you want to do a quick one on the national coach?
One more. Okay.
All right.
Bangster0225 say, regarding the issue about national coach, I somehow think it's more than just speaking the same language. We need a national coach who has the right personality, experience, and ability to know our players well. Most importantly, we need a coach who knows how to make the players perform in a style of play that is suited for the international stage and get results. As a side note to this, the national team probably needs to look at refreshing the spine of the team with several players who are already well in their 30s. All good points, all good points.
Good points.
But I just want to say that about the language thing which we highlighted about our current coach. And there are people who are saying, language is not an issue. He just because he can't speak English, it doesn't mean that we should reject him. But what I want to say is we already have so many other issues surrounding our Singapore national team's fortune. A lot of things which we need to solve, we need to improve. And then we just add another issue of language in. It's like a bit like, why are you doing this to yourself? I mean, this language shouldn't have been any issue. You should get somebody who can understand and communicate in English, and that wouldn't be an issue. And then everything will be just focusing on improving the team. But now you have one more problem one more hurdle to go against to cross. You are making things difficult for the game to improve in Singapore.
That's a great point. Yeah. That's a really, really great point. I never thought of that. Yeah, we have enough problems. We shouldn't be adding our own,
Absolutely.
right? We should not be adding our own. That is a fantastic point. I couldn't agree more. Do you agree with Keong? I do. Send all of your comments to
Yahoo Southeast Asia on YouTube, Yahoo SG, Yahoo_MY on Twitter, Yahoo SEA on TikTok.
And it is the festive season special. So what is going to be our final gift to Singapore football?
Singapore football, like you said, DVD lah. But DVD of all the good things that happened to them in the past year.
Short DVD.
Short or long, but just a concentrated, like all the good goals, all the goals they scored, all the celebrations that they have for the fans. Just make them feel good a bit for themselves and, give them a bit of optimism heading to the new year. We really need a good dose of optimism. And just them press on. We appreciate what you just press on.
That's a good one. That's a good one. My gift for Singapore football would be more affordable, accessible places to play. As simple as that. Every kid in Singapore, boy or girl, should be able to step outside of their HDB block and within walking distance find a place to play. Yeah. Ideally free, but if not free, certainly affordable. Whether it's an active SG pitch or a school pitch, they should be able to play. If you cannot play, you cannot be a player. Yeah. Whether it's Lionel Messi in the neighborhood, whether it's Wayne Rooney in the council estate or Ronaldo on the beach, if you cannot play as a kid, you cannot play as an adult. So affordable, accessible playing spaces for Singaporean kids to kick a ball around. Let's have that in 2024. Yeah. And with that,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, folks.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year soon. Coming up.
Coming up.
We hope you get all of what you want, but don't worry, you'll get us back. We'll see you soon. Same place, same time. Have a wonderful holiday.
Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho.